Welcome back to the definitely not biased power rankings. 8 teams have been eliminated from playoff contention, and 4 teams have clinched playoff spots. I'm here to tell you which 10 teams are the best based off my feelings. This is Finned Up. Let's get into it. Honorable mention to the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams have some issues, mainly on the offensive line, but they dropped 44 points on a very good Buffalo Bills team on Sunday to move to 7-6. They blocked a punt and returned it for a touchdown, and Puka Nacua went Nakulier in this one as he made impressive play after impressive play all game long. The Rams are getting hot again in the back half of the season and are looking to make a playoff push. Number 10, the Denver Broncos. The Broncos were on a bye this week, and I forgot they existed until this very moment, so they dropped from 9 to 10. Number 9, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won 3 straight games, and the Atlanta Falcons have lost 4 straight games, and this gives the Bucs first placed in the NFC South. It was an overall solid performance from the Bucs, who beat the Raiders 28-13 on Sunday. They had over 400 yards of offense and held the Raiders to under 300. The biggest issue with Tampa Bay going forward is the turnovers. Baker has been playing great this year, but he does have a proclivity to throw picks, which might hurt them in the playoffs. The NFC South sucks, and somebody has to win it. Number 8, the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens were also on a bye this week, like the Broncos, so I don't have much to say, but what I will say is Justin Tucker will hurt them in the playoffs somehow. Number 7, the Green Bay Packers. The Packers lost a close, fun game against the Lions on Thursday Night Football, but they are still a very good team. The depleted Lions pass rush got after Jordan Love all game long, but Josh Jacobs in the run game came through big time. Love still made some big time throws in this one, but the Pack defense couldn't keep Detroit contained, and they lost on a walk-off field goal. The Packers are still very good, and if they were playing in any division other than the NFC North, they wouldn't even be close to third place. Number 6, the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings took Kirk Cousins' revenge game and shoved it up his butt as they beat down on the Falcons 42-21. After a lot of groaning from fantasy football managers, Justin Jefferson found the end zone in this one for the first time since week 7. He did it twice, and one of them gave us quite possibly the most hilarious bad play of all time, as the defender got lost on the field and fell flat on his face. Gebkis threw 5 touchdowns and no interceptions, while former quarterback Kirk Cousins threw no touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Number 5, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers going to a Super Bowl. Edge rushers TJ Watt and Cam Hayward had a field day harassing Jameis Winston all day long and forced 2 interceptions out of him. Russell Wilson and the offense had a quiet but efficient day as Dangerous threw 2 touchdowns, and they had 100 yards on the ground out of Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. This is Steelers football, baby, and if you don't like it, get out. Number 4, the Kansas City Chiefs. We were treated to an incredibly boring Sunday Night Football game as the Chiefs took on division opponent Los Angeles Chargers. This was a defensive game from start to finish, but the Chiefs did go into halftime up 13-0. However, the Bolts surged in the second half and scored 14 unanswered points. But just when you thought the Chiefs were going to lose it, Patrick Mahomes drove down at the end of the game, and backup kicker Matthew Wright nailed one off the upright and it doinked in. I don't know. Can't explain it.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Number 3, the Buffalo Bills. Oh man, did the Bills lose and snap their 7-game winning streak? Darn. I'm so sad. Despite Josh Allen having 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns, the Bills defense looked like tissue paper as the Rams dropped 44 points on them. People will tell you that this decision to run a QB sneak on the goal line at the end of the game was a bad decision, and it was, but if their defense could do anything in this game, this play wouldn't even have mattered. The Bills have a tough one coming up against the Lions, and if they drop 2 games in a row, I will be so sad. Number 2, the Philadelphia Eagles. The Carolina Panthers gave the Eagles everything they could take on Sunday, but they still pulled it out 22-16. It was a rough game passing-wise for Jalen Hurts, but fortunately for the Eagles offense, Saquon put the team on his back though as he continues his historic season with another 20 carries and 124 yards on the ground. They were a dropped Xavier Legette catch away from losing this one, but it doesn't matter, and they clinched the playoffs and their 9th straight win. Fly Eagles fly. Number 1, the Detroit Lions. The Lions defense is battered and bruised, but Man Campbell says it doesn't matter. They controlled the clock with their offense, and there's a lot I can say about this Lions win, but going for it on 4th down at the end of the game, tied up and in field goal range to take the last minute off the clock before the go-ahead field goal was the ballsiest move of all time. The Lions have officially clinched a playoff spot 2 years in a row. That's the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this one, be sure to check out some of my others, and I will see you next time. I love you all. Bye.